What's going on YouTube? Welcome in. Today we got another beautiful build for you. Today we're building in the NZXT H6 Flow. The NZXT H6 Flow is one of the best cases that came out in 2023, and we still love building it here into 2024. We're talking an absolutely killer system. 7000X3D, which we tell you all the time is one of the best CPUs on the market in terms of gaming, in terms of FPS. It just runs ridiculously good. We're talking cost per watt, cost per frame. It is one of the best CPUs, period. We're pairing it with the beautiful RTX 4070 Ti Gaming X Slim coming in from MSI. We're putting it all on the MSI B650 Tomahawk board. We have 6000 ZL30 RAM, which really helps that CPU move its potential. And then we've got a 1TB KC3000 drive, which is going to be all of our stock, all of our documents, all of our data. Really, it's going to somebody who's really just playing a little bit of Tarkov, doing some Word documents, things like that. Doesn't need a ton of storage. Absolutely killer system. Let us know what you think down below in the comments. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit that subscribe button as well if you want to catch more of these beautiful builds over here on YouTube. And if you want to catch us live on a raw like it is as I record this and butcher it, you can join us any Monday, Wednesday, or Friday over our Twitch channel. We stream around 10 a.m. at twitch.tv/stints, and we hope to see you soon. Look at those parts though. I mean, look at that. That's a beautiful stack of parts. The only thing we don't have right there is the extra 7th fan, which will be our exhaust fan. We've got a little Deepcool ARGB fan. And then our power supply today. We've got absolutely... So let's get ready to get started. Turnaround time's pretty good right now. Still about a week for most systems. Only thing that right now are slowing us down are, I would say, is like white GPUs or some of the white components, white coolers. They've been a little bit more on back order or like just coming back into availability. Other than that, everything else we're getting, 4080 Supers, 4070 Ti Supers, pretty much like within 2 days from from MSI Direct or from one of our distributors with our MSI partnerships. Asus as well, Gigabyte as well. We use pretty much those three cards right now. All right, so B650 Tomahawk, one of the best boards you can possibly buy for the price right now. If you're looking at AM5, reliable, rock solid, 6000 CL30 RAM runs rock solid on this board, no sweat. It's really good value, clean aesthetic. I mean, like I said, it's one of the best boards you can potentially buy. That's why we put a lot of our systems on it in this space. Even if you get like our signature series right now, like our Pro system, we've got the 7600, we put on this board. So you've got availability to upgrade your systems down the line. The system's really good. You've got 1, 2, 3 NVMe slots right here for NVMe drives. And then on top of that, you've got 2 X16 lanes for GPUs. You could potentially do 2 GPUs in the system as long as you only got a 2-card slot here. Some people could even do dual GPUs for like an encoding GPU and a gaming GPU for a single PC. There's a lot of opportunity to do that on a board like this. Really, really good board. We got our CPU today, a 7000X3D. You saw it in the intro. This is the CPU that I would personally be rocking right now if I didn't really need an upgrade. Here I have a 5900X, which is mostly we use for the stream, for content creation, a little bit of light gaming from time to time. Yeah. And then we've got, at home, I've got a 5800X3D, which really is a little brother of the 7000X3D, and it runs really, really good. There's no point for me really to upgrade right now. I'm only playing like 1440p games like Tarkov. So once in a while I get on Call of Duty, PUBG, things like that. The 1500X3D runs all those games with ease still, and it's a really good value. If you're on AM4, it's the CPU to just to upgrade to have a direct drop in. But here we go today with the 7000X3D. Down and in the socket we go. Looking good, latch it down. There it is. CPU is down, and next we're going to work on our NVMe drive, which we have a 1TB KC3000, phenomenal drive. These are literally one of our standard drives here. Like if you're getting an entry-level system or even a performance system, this is a drive that we put in about 90% of our systems. The Samsung drives are great. You're paying a little bit more for it's the Samsung name. This is going to perform within, or if not better than a lot of the Samsung drives for the same price or even cheaper. That's why we use the Kingston drives. They are rock solid. The warranty that we get from them is probably the best in the industry. Kingston is amazing. We had an MV2 drive that was 2 years old, or that we hadn't even RMA'd. I reached out to our rep and he's like, here, boom, they overnighted us a replacement drive. They never went out to a customer. Usually their drives don't fail in the long run. They would fail right off the get-go when we install them, when we notice the issues. We had a drive that we had literally sitting here for almost 2 years. They RMA'd it immediately. We had a new replacement drive the next day, and it's been sitting here for 2 years. That's just how good their RMA is. So, all right, guys, we are taking off the standoff for the LS cooler. All right, all of our factory AMD brackets are going to go back here in the bag. We don't need Intel. We do need those. We do need those. Intel. All the standoffs here will go back in this little bag here into the customer's bag or into the motherboard box. we go. Standoffs are now in place for the LS720. Last but not least, we're gonna be adding our RAM. Today is Team Delta RGB 6000 CL30. One of our tried and true kits that we use pretty religiously. We always have these in stock here. Phenomenal kits of RAM. One of my guys are like, dude, the 700 XT is going for like $260 now on Amazon. And I looked at the seller and they had like all bad reviews. I'm like, yep, good luck with that. You'll get your money back, but I don't think it's real. It's an official one, then that's a really good deal. RAM is down and in, a 6000 CL30 kit from Team and the Delta RGB. Let's go over what we have here before we take the case out. B650 Tomahawk board down here, 7800 X3 down on the socket. Our standoffs are in place for the LS720. Here we have a Kingston KC3000 1TB NVMe drive, and then we've got 32 gigs of 6000 CL30 RAM coming in from Team and the Team Force Delta RGB RAM. Absolutely beautiful setup here. Let's slide this aside. Let's get this case out. The H6 Flow RGB. Like I said earlier on the intro, it's been a while since I feel like we built this. This is, I think, one of the best cases you can buy if you're gonna go NZXT. Because you get that dual chamber look, the price tag of like a single chamber. It's cheaper than like a Leanly, it's smaller footprint. It's really, really, really good. That beautiful NZXT H6 Flow RGB. All right, we got our screws. Let's spin this around. Get our top panel off. Because we'll be working on that cooler later. Ready to go top down, get this motherboard installed. There we go, all in. There we go, chat. All of our motherboard screws are in. You get a front close up here. There we go. Like I said, it's a beautiful, beautiful motherboard for this case and this build. Love it. Some of our motherboard connectors in. USB 3.0 here. All right, next will be our Type-C. There we go. Next is gonna be our HD audio and our front panel connections. Before we move on to our fans and our power supply. Let's get these done. We're gonna work on our side fans here really quick. And then we're gonna move on to our power supply. Just trying to manage all these cables in the back. They kind of come a little messy from NZXT. They kind of just put everything together in a little bundles. We're just trying to neaten it up a little bit. We are all done with our cables except for our power supply and our cooler so far. Everything's all dialed in. Let's see what it looks like right there. Let me grab the power supply really quick. Power supply today, Asus Tough 850, amazing power supplies from Asus. We love these. 10-year warranty, really good quality, really good capacitors. Everything we want in a power supply. On top of that, they have the cables that are just absolutely stunning. They include. All right, today we will need. We don't need PCIe. Don't need that. We do need a CPU 1, 12-volt high power, a SATA, a 24-pin main. And here is our other CPU. There we go. There's cables there. All these other cables, along with a power cable and some extra little tough little ties. We'll put over here into the motherboard box. Get our power supply out. There we go. That's all of our power cables. Beautiful, nice braided cable design. Let me get this in here. Crazy how good this power supply works in this case. Absolutely killer. All right, load torque. There we go. Let's get our EPS in first. Our CPU power. Let's get this in. We can work on our 24-pin main. There we go, all in there. All right, there we go. There's our cable management so far. As we move on to the cooler, we can work on that for you guys. Whew, hot. We get some hydration. Oh, on to the cooler. We have all the cooler pre-wired. That's what I was doing right there, chat. All right, there we go. Fans ready. We're gonna put it up top here. We get ready. I'm gonna give the rear cable management view as we get ready to mount the pump. Give me a second, chat. All right, let's get ready to put this in here, chat. Sorry, mount the pump. Let's mount the pump, move on to the rad. There we go. All right, all done there. Let's get this rad in next, chat. Before we get the rad in, we're gonna get our rear fan. It's gonna run on the same circuit with RGB. First is gonna be our RGB to the pump or to the rad. Get the RGB circuit here. There we go. Plug this in, pull this around. Give me a second here, chat. There we go. All right, spin this around. Get this rad done, chat. Get this GPU out. You guys ready for this bad boy? 4070 Ti Super today. Gaming X Slim. This build almost exactly like Reefy's. I think I was telling Boomer, I'm like, it's almost exactly like Reefy has. So see, Reefy's, Reefy got his new PCs out there. He farmed Sherman, got a red card. I mean, we don't use 4 sticks on any systems. We only use 2 sticks of DDR5. DDR5 is not stable in 4 sticks very well, unless you're using really, really slow latency. There it is. 4070 Ti Super Gaming X Slim, beautiful card. And that is the exact same card that Reefy has. Good Boomer. About to throw this thick boy in. Let me take off our PCIe cover that goes in the box. Boomer. It's going to be, your card's going to go back in this box when we ship it, just so it's safely transported to you. Get the slots out that we need here. 1, 2 slot card. And we go with this GPU. You guys ready for this? Big old thunkus from the chungus. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. There it is. Not a super heavy card, so this 2 DIMM card with the screws here. You're not gonna have a lot of sag. You have a little bit. You can always get a little bracket. You can go down in here if you want, Boomer. I can always send you a link. Pretty sturdy. Get this connector we need out, and we go with the 12-pin or 12-volt high power. All right, let's get ready to light it up. I'm gonna cover everything back up here. Put our boot drive in, so you can see you can post straight in the windows. Put our back panel on, as well as our top panel. Tidy up this beautiful build. There we go. We get it connected, get some music going. We're ready to light up this beautiful PC for Boomer.
Guys, thanks for coming in and liking another video here on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button, help us with the algorithm. Make sure people find us and see all the beautiful PCs we build. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button as well. Remember, we build these systems live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday over on our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/stints. Come over, hang out, chat it up with us, watch us build beautiful PCs for everybody in the community. And remember, let's go.